Okay, we're back. So the mini cyclone that hit knocked over all the tents of the storm, of the storm parents, and it also took out our tower that supports the streaming of this game. So weirdest thing, like, it was adventure. It caused all 25 adults in attendance here with the storm. It caused all 25 adults to have to get out of their chair and put hands over their head and make sure they didn't get whipped by one of the tent legs. Tents are now being reestablished, but meanwhile, you didn't miss a whole lot, unfortunately. Dahlberg struck out, Nelson flew out to left, and Danielson flew out to right. So we'll go to the top of the third, take a quick break here. Okay, so the tents are back together again. Old Humpty Dumpty. Ball outside there from Bancroft. Thanks, buddy. Oh, okay. Why don't you keep it for now, okay? I'll get it from you later. Thanks, bud. Ball inside there. Hard hit ball to Dressler, but Dressler with a beautiful scoop and throw. 99% on target. 1% bro has to come off the bag, and just for safety, in case he didn't come down to earth fast enough, he applies the tag. Nice job by Hibbing running over from catcher to back up that throw. So Dressler with his second out of the day to go with Bancroft's pair, Nelson and Danielson, and the pickle. Ball low and outside. I believe this is batter 3 in the lineup. Beautiful pitch from Bancroft, best one of the day. Don't know if that was a curve or what, but it was one of those where the batter almost jumped out of the box. He was so concerned of its trajectory. And now Bancroft is going to be rewarded with an easy hit back to the pitcher's mound. And Bancroft will get his third out of the game. Bancroft working on a sub-13 pitch performance this frame. Throwing less than 13 pitches is something of a statistical measure. Ian Nelson has done it 7 times this year. The next closest is 3. That one way outside. Good catching by Hibbing. Let's double check the defense here. Don't think there's any changes. Nelson still in left, Dahlberg in center, Erdman in right. Those are your outies. There is a ball hit right at Dahlberg, and Dahlberg is able to field it. Made it look a little bit more dramatic than it was, but it was tailing. And yeah, Burrell is kind of teasing Dahlberg as they run back to the dugout here, teasing that he didn't need to dive for it. But sometimes that's what you do. You run slow at it to make sure you get a good read on it, and when you know you're within range, you pounce on it. Nice play, Lucas. How are we doing, Ian? Hey, haven't got to talk to you since your walk-off stolen base last night.
Yeah.
Did you dream about that one? Pretty sweet, man. 6 runs in the 6th.
Yeah.
Ian, you look fast out there, man. Like when I was watching you come in from last night. Yeah, you looked really fast on the base path.
I also felt like I was throwing
Cool. I love it.
At the moment.
Wait, Emily, is it Eddie? It's an Ed. I think it's, what is it? Or is it Eddie? Well, she's speaking about in the wind. That's what Andy said. Had seen it before. Come on, 18. All right, Saint.
Okay, bottom of the 3rd we go. Ames down 4-2. This is St. Berger at the plate. If my father were here, he'd make a joke about fortitude. So St. Berger, one of 2 boys on the team who attends Gilbert High School District. Dahlberg the other. Joey Franzen on deck. That is going to be a 4-pitch walk administered to the Ames leadoff batter, St. Berger. So we'll have Joey Franzen and then the top. So Berger, about a 2-step lead there on first as Franzen steps in. Franzen's going to hit one right at the pitcher. Pitcher thinks about going to second, opts to instead go to first. So the hit by Franzen, as effective as a bunt, successfully gets Berger into scoring position. And here we go. Elijah Deerdorf walked his first trip to the plate. Takes one high and inside there for a ball. And Deerdorf's going to take up the 9-iron. That ball will be sliced foul by about 2 inches, so we'll do it over again. Deerdorf comes into today batting .500. They say you can take your high school batting average, divide it in half, and that would be your major league batting average. Well, .250, that gets the job done at the majors league level. We're going to have a play at third here as Berger, not a super experienced base runner. Good coaching there from Dahlberg, says got to get here, and Berger does successfully, safely get the steal of third, and Ames has a runner on third with nobody out. Swing and a miss there by Deerdorf. The boys have learned recently that as it relates to your batting average, if you hit one to the outfield and it's caught by an outfielder, yet that it allows the base runner on third to score, that does not count against your batting average. It only counts as an RBI. And Deerdorf is going to hit one hard to left. That 2 will go foul. It'll miss by about 2 feet the opposite direction. So Deerdorf looking like a French person kissing on both cheeks, never the lips. We'll do it again, full count. And nice job by Elijah. Draws his second walk of the game. And if there was ever anything you wanted to bet your house on, it would be that Elijah Deerdorf is going to steal second. But first, before you bet your house, we'll have a meeting on the mountain. Take a break for water. So we will have a pitching change here as the Wisconsin team with white jerseys. Again, their reason for traveling this far is not the need for warm weather, not in the month of June. They're trying to get wins to score points, which allow them to play at a more competitive level. And evidently, they couldn't get tournament action in Wisconsin, so glad to have them. Here is your hottest stick on the team. Dexter Erdman had a home run, his first career, we're going to call it his first career home run. And I hope you bet your mortgage there, because Deerdorf steals second without even so much as the shortstop or second baseman taking a step towards the bag. So Erdman, who leads his 8th grade class with RBIs, 7 in 3 games, has runners on second and third here. Nobody out. Takes one at the head. I do have to clarify that just a little bit. A couple of the classmates, Graydon Bancroft, playing JV2, and Elijah Deerdorf playing JV1. But at the 8th grade level, Erdman, your RBI leader. Erdman swings at what would have been a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Lucas Dressler on deck. St. Berger on third, tying run. Deerdorf on second. And Erdman's going to foul that one off. I think so. It sounded. And Erdman's going to walk to load the bases for Lucas Dressler. I can't tell how deep the fields are. Feels like we've played on bigger fields, but Coach Dahlberg wanted Berger to go there, since technically there's a force out at home right now. A lot of these boys have played upwards of 250 ball games. Don't know that Berger's played more than 100, so he's still getting there. And now he'll go, but it's a foul ball. So bases loaded, nobody out. Berger on third, Deerdorf on second, Erdman on first. Dressler the batter. Takes one right down the pipe. It's hit right at the shortstop. Fielded cleanly. It's double play. Possibility. And holy cow. Ames grounds into a double play there. Bunch of mistakes on my part. I think I forgot that our leadoff batter got out before Berger walked and Deerdorf walked and Erdman walked. So a big bummer there. Bases juiced, one out, and Dressler grounds into a double play. Also, bummer we couldn't score the run from third, and therefore score remains 4-2. As we go to the top of the fourth, good, solid, clean game. 53 minutes in, barely halfway. We'll take a break. Hi ho, hi ho. It's to the top of the fourth we go. The Wisconsin white jerseys will send batters 5, 6, 7 to the plate. There's a rocket through the first and second base hole to start the top of the fourth. No chance for Danielson or Burrell there. Just a nice solid hit. So Wisconsin with their leadoff runner aboard. Leadoff batter aboard. This is batter number 6 in the Wisconsin lineup. There's going to be a ball inside. Hibbing didn't have time to set both feet and get out of the way of the batter. Ball inside. Let's double check the defense here. Don't think there's many changes. Your outies are still Nelson in left, Dahlberg in center, Erdman in right. There's a ball high. Infield third baseman Dressler. Shortstop Deerdorf. Second baseman Danielson. First baseman Burrell. Hibbing catching, Bancroft on the mound. Franzen and Berger in the wings. So batter number 7 for Wisconsin. Ball outside from Bancroft. After, I think it was a 10 pitch, third inning. Bancroft in a little bit of trouble here. Runners on first and second, nobody out behind in the count. Ball high and away. Good word of encouragement there from Mr. Danielson in the crowd. Says, take your time, but maybe Coach Danielson shouldn't have said anything as Bancroft hits the batter in the buttocks. All right, so bases loaded, nobody out, top of the fourth. There's a ball high. Good pop from Hibbing. See if Ames can do a double play like Wisconsin did to us. There's a ball inside, called for a strike. There's a ball high. Hibbing's going to throw down to Burrell and wasn't terribly far off. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball high. There's a strike from Bancroft. You may have heard of the Iowa State versus Baylor football game several years ago where it was 110 on the field on Iowa State's side and 80 on the opposite side for Baylor because they were in the shade. It's kind of what's going on right here. The Wisconsin team, their entire dugout is in the shade, whereas Ames, when they go to the bench, they just have to stare into the sun. The Ames Storm coaches getting a little nervous. Deerdorf starting to pace. And that is going to hit the batter. Bases loaded still, and nobody out. There is a ball hit right over second baseman's head, fielded cleanly by Erdman. The relay to Danielson, the throw to catcher way offline, and Hibbing will just eat it as the batter winds up on second, having batted in 2 base runners. Still nobody out. Top of the fourth, your 9 outs so far today. Dahlberg with 1, Nelson with 1, Danielson with 1. Dressler with 2. Bancroft with 3, and then there was the pickle. There is a bunt by the left-handed batter. Still nobody out. Top of the fourth. The game has split open. There's a well-hit ball to right field. Erdman under it. Fields it cleanly for Ames's first out. And the runner from third will tag, as will the runner from second. So good job by Dexter Erdman. Gets his first out of the day. Every outfielder with an out now. Dressler with 2, Danielson with 1, Bancroft with 3, and then there's the pickle. So you're only Ames defenders without an out thus far. Deerdorf, Burrell, Hibbing, aka shortstop, first base, catcher. inside. There's a strike. Strike on the outside part of the plate. The batter there looked at the umpire so as to say, where was that? But the coaches from Wisconsin said, you got to swing. That batter is going to walk. You're good, man. I think, and I don't know the codes or anything like that, but I think they're going to try to throw out the runner at second here, even at the risk of the runner from third scoring. That ball bounces off the glove of Hibbing, but he's able to retrieve it. Pretty short backstop today. Very difficult to steal from third base. So Wisconsin with runners on second and third, one out. Ball high. That ball also high, same spot. And that ball high. So that'll load the bases. Coach Dahlberg yells out from the dugout to Graydon that he has one more. Ball inside. There's a swing and a miss. Good pop from Hibbing. We're at minute 65. We got 35 to go. Top of the fourth. Ames down by a lot. Only runs today, courtesy of the Dexter Erdman home run that scored him and Deerdorf. There's a ball high and outside. Hibbing still tries to frame it, but to no avail. There's Bancroft's best pitch of the day. If this is his last batter, he can feel good about that one. Two balls, two strikes, one out. That ball is going to be fouled off. We think that foul ball hit the same truck. Ball just a little bit low. So here we go, full count. Bancroft's last batter, one out, top of the fourth. And that one's gonna be popped up. It's going to be really hard for Hibbing to get nice diving. Boy, Hibbing dove in the rocks in foul territory. Got a lot closer than I thought he would. We'll do it again, full count, 1 out. And that ball is inside, so batter will walk, and we will have a pitching change and take a break. Okay, so this will be St. Berger on the mound, top of the 4th. Bases loaded, 1 out. Berger pitches one low there. Berger comes into today having pitched 141 pitches. He does throw strikes at a clip of 48%, and I'm not that great at math, but judging by the first 2 pitches, he's at about 50%. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases loaded, top of 4. And there is a rope to left field, but Ian Nelson is right there for his second out. And I tell you, you forget how much you love Ian Nelson's arm in left field. Because not only can he catch that ball, but he also got it in so fast. We had a minor play at the plate. Relay to home about 1 second late. And Hibbing tried to throw down to second to catch the runner who had a big lead there. Good play by Danielson to not let that turn into a snowball fight. And Berger is going to get the first batter out. And then that ball is hit to Erdman, who collects his second out of the game. So Erdman continuing to have just an excellent game. 2-run homer, a walk, and a couple outs. And St. Berger comes on, throws, 3 pitches, gets 2 outs. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th.
I just did that a little bit ago. We'll be
Everyone on the fence, we need energy too.
Who saw that last picture? What do you have for your teammates?
Easy track.
Easy tracks with high low, right? Arm action.
Yeah. It's a line and drop it.
Alright, so think yes, and no, right? Every time, yes, no. Right? It's gonna be big hits. Big inning, alright? Big inning.
Hey, who was our last guy before Tony? Hey, Lucas.
Guinevere.
What's up?
Score, please. Gracias. Are you limping?
Yeah.
What happened?
I wiped out on my bike.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so we'll go to the bottom of the fourth. This is Colton Hibbing coming to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single to left earlier. He takes one low. Hibbing batting .395 coming into today. Leads the team in doubles. And he's going to rope one right up the middle. And he'll be 2 for 2. And I think we're going to get some relief for the catcher. Hibbing wants to run, but with as much as he's been in the black pads, Coach Dahlberg says you need to take a break. So Lucas Dressler will be the pinch runner for Hibbing. This is Finn Burrell, and Burrell's going to tee off first pitch. That'll be right to the left fielder, and Burrell 0 for 2 in his campaign today. Burrell didn't even get a chance to say it, but at the junior varsity level for Ames High School, Burrell batting .750. Almost had a single, double, and triple in his junior varsity debut. Instead went 3 for 4. Bancroft hits one right at the second baseman. There is going to be another beautiful double play by the Wisconsin white shirts. Second one to get out of an inning that we have seen today. So, down 11-2. And just like that, we're going to go to the fifth. We'll take a break. All right, so Lucas Dressler comes in to grab that one, I believe. Yeah, that's Dressler's third out of the game. He had the grounder he fielded in the first inning, and then the throw out to second in the second inning, and just got back in the action there for his third out. So he leads all fielders with 3 outs. Of course, Bancroft has 3 from the pitcher position. 13 outs so far today. We'll see if we can do this here. Dressler and Bancroft each with 3, that gets us to 6. Erdman with 2, that gets us to 8. Nelson's got 2, that gets us to 10. Dahlberg's got 1, that gets us to 11. Does Danielson have 2? Yeah, Danielson has 1, and then we have the pickle. Those are the 13 outs so far today. So we'll call Dressler the defender of the day, since Graydon's 3 outs coming courtesy of strikeouts. There is another pop-up, and Danielson chasing is not able to field it. Good aggressive play from Danielson, just not able to get there. The ball did seem to be drifting a bit. Meanwhile, St. Berger just doing a great job pitching. I don't mean to sound surprised. He does throw him at a clip of 48%. But he is not allowed to run thus far. Runner will go. Well, throw opportunity. Nice throw from Hibbing, just a bit late. Good throw, better base running there. The batter from Wisconsin using my favorite bat. You've seen some doozies. The Bomb Pop colored one, the pencil colored one, the Hype Fire bat, but this Icon that Dexter Erdman hit his home run with, my favorite bat. Nice pitch from Berger there. He's just doing great today. Berger, if you didn't see it in the dugout shot earlier, rocking dyed yellow hair with black stripes. Yeah, good idea by Hibbing to think about throwing down to second. The base runner on second base, very aggressive. Talk about getting to the secondary. He's getting almost halfway down the base path, seeing if there's any action to be had. And there is a pitch for strike with just a little bit of mustard taken off of it, and as such, the batter well ahead fouls it off. So we'll do it again. And the runner does go. There is a high pop fly to left field. Ian Nelson giving it chase, looking for out number 3. And Nelson catches it and crashes into the fence and limps back to left field. Nelson having a great game in left field. I mean, it is so hard for these boys to catch a ball in left field, much less a well-hit ball. Nelson has to stick his hand out and try not to run into the fence, but manages to corral the ball. Good throw, buddy. So Nelson with his third out to go with Dressler's 3 outs and Bancroft's 3 outs. Those are 9 of your 14. Erdman with 2, Dahlberg with 1, and the pickle. Another ball fouled. Good job by Coach Deerdorf. Yelling out immediately when the ball is out of play so that Hibbing doesn't have to expend any more energy getting out of the catcher's position Sun is just ever so slightly starting to set and temperature dropping just a little bit, giving these guys some break. We're going to have a throwdown, and Eli Kramer, the second base umpire, called a flawless game today. Really cool that Jason Kramer does this with his son. Great little bonding opportunity there. He thinks about throwing down again. Dressler on the same page, covering, trying to protect this shutout Berger's got going. Since coming in, no runs have scored for Wisconsin. And there's a high pop fly to center field. Dahlberg giving it chase. And that ball will stay in the park, but the batter will have a stand-up double as he hits it to the deepest part of the park. Dahlberg gave up on that one pretty quickly, but I don't know that that wasn't the right play. You hate to run and then crash off the fence and find out that it stays in the park, and now you're chasing it the other direction while he beats out a triple. So a nice hit from the Wisconsin batter helps them extend their lead to 12-2. There's a ball hit foul. Wisconsin well ahead of the pitch speed of Berger here. So 12-2, top of 5. I believe there's an 8-run rule in the 5th inning, so if Berger doesn't get him out here, that is going to fly up. And Dressler under it for out number 4 of the day for him, out number 3 of the inning. And Berger, 4 outs and 1 run. Nice work.
You heard the fence out there, didn't you?
Sorry. Where we up in the lineup?
Okay, we'll go to the bottom of the 5th here. Ames down 12-2. We got a couple of walls closing here. One is the fact that time is of the essence. We're at minute 86. The second is that if Ames can't score 3 runs, they will be run ruled. If you're behind by 8 or more at the conclusion of 5, it's game over. So, Landon Dahlberg coming to the plate. On deck, Ian Nelson. Dahlberg swinging a miss right there. Mr. Burrell from the stand says, come on, Doug up. Dahlberg swinging a miss on that one. Again, Dahlberg batting .375. Tied for 3rd. Actually, coming into today, Dahlberg was tied for 2nd with runs at 14. The home run by Erdman allowed Erdman and Deerdorf to each get their 15th runs of the year. So Dahlberg has gone from 2nd on the team in runs to 4th, despite just 1 at bat. 2 strikes on him now. And Dahlberg will go down on strikes. I tell you, if you go back to the 1st inning when Erdman hit his home run, at the time it was 3-2 and we had nobody out. And All it's been since then is 13 outs with no runs. Ian Nelson, your batter, 3 outs today defensively in left field. Nelson, the hero of the 8th grade game last night, stole home with the score tied 8-8 and 2 outs to secure Ames's victory over Ankeny 9-8. Ball outside, nice piece of catching there. Ball low. Ball low and away. So Nelson is aboard. This will bring up money. Ethan Danielson. On deck, St. Berger. Swing and a miss there for Danielson. Throw back to Nelson, and good job of Nelson hopping up, running down. Also, nice work by Coach Deerdorf at first there, alerting him to get back, alerting him to get up, alerting him not to slide at second. So, for a team in Wisconsin who has twice doubled us up on the base path, that was nice to rid ourselves of that peril. As Nelson advances to second, 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Wisconsin leads 12-2. Danielson fouls one off. Ames will play immediately after. Slated for 6 o'clock. Could be as much as a 30-minute layover in between games. Everybody, of course, wants to get home, so likely to start early. Set your DVR accordingly. Ball high, and Danielson will walk, which is great, except that twice today Wisconsin has doubled us up to get out of an inning. Can they do it again? This is your pitcher, St. Berger. St. fresh off his first home run of the season in our last tournament. Swings at the first one, takes the second. On deck, Joey Franzen, and then the top. Nelson, big lead at second, is going to steal third. There will be a throw down, and the third baseman tries to apply the tag, but does so very nonchalantly, as he knew Nelson had him beat left to right. Heard me complimenting Nelson in the dugout earlier. Nelson plenty quick. And Berger is going to sky that one foul. That'll be strike 2 on Berger. So Nelson on third, Danielson on second. 1 out, bottom of the 5th. 12-2. If Berger could hit a home run again, it would secure us a 6th inning. But instead, he is down on strikes. And this will bring up Joey Franzen. Joseph John. Ball in the dirt. Nice job by the catcher there. pitcher just glanced over at the other game to see what was going on there. I was curious how that pitch was going to wind up. Franzen takes one in at the wrists and almost in self-defense throws the bat at it and fouls it off. Franzen's going to ground out to first, and that'll be the game. So we will power down, charge up. Hope to see you in a half hour for the next game. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you soon.